believer if I try. What is
It's
that?
on us
What is
already.
that? I can't tell what that is.
What?
On the map.
Alright, I have to switch back to YouTube again.
It's slightly 3D.
Slightly 3D.
I'm
Slightly.
going this way.
Do you know Cow Chop, by the way, on YouTube?
What? No.
Cow Chop.
Nope.
Oh, that's hilarious. They're a funny group.
I don't. I watched Stumped for a little bit.
I'm trying to like skip ahead. Slightly 3D. What's 3D?
The map. What do you mean skip ahead?
Well, I had to go to live so that I'm caught up to you.
It's Erend, and he's in trouble.
Ow.
What's going on?
Just this fucking
The
asshole.
weird raptor thing?
No.
Oh, the
What
I'm
are you
glad
doing
that's
out
over
here
with.
all
random
alone?
teammate
Thanks
hit
for the
you?
help. I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
Tell
What
me exactly what happened
to
to
your
Ursa.
sister?
Start from the beginning.
No one knows for
Hey,
sure.
it's better in Massa.
She
I mean,
left
that's
in the middle of the night
facial stuff.
with a few of her best men.
Yeah.
Her best men. But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot.
This guy's constant head shake bothers me.
I
No.
can hack it. Search parties.
You can't
Found
see
it.
the
Yeah, he
hand
does it.
gestures necessarily.
I know, but that's what I mean. He just does it
Goes in the
again
bush.
every
It's
time.
good facial
No.
animation,
Shadow
but
cards
everything
are
else is
animals.
awful.
Yeah, the thing
You're
that
so
Mass
bad you can't
Effect
even show
never
her face
understood
before
was they
burial.
always did the frame of
I'm so
the
sorry.
eyelid is open,
Yeah.
but they never
Well,
tracked it with the
when I
iris.
find the soldiers
Like
who
the
did this,
eyelid always rests
they'll
on
be
the part of
sorry
the
too.
iris. Everywhere you're looking, it's always moving along with it. So sometimes Mass Effect, their eyelids are just set static, and then their eyelids are looking
I
around,
don't
and all of
have
a sudden their eyes are
any
still
idea why she
thin, wide
left in the middle
open,
of the night.
because they're looking around. And it's like,
But it must have
but
been urgent.
you see on
A
here
message, a
that when
report
their
of some
eyelids
new
drop
shadow
down
Carja threat, I
with
don't
their
know.
iris every time they're looking at something. And
Why
that's
would
how
the
you
Shadow
know
Carja
that they
do
have a
this?
correct. See,
Because they hate
him,
us.
it's shown a
And
lot,
Ursa most of all.
but I'm
She
just
teamed up
laughing at
with
the
Avad
same
to keep
animation
their
of
asses out of
the
Meridian.
shrug and head
They've
shake.
been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
All right.
He
Show me
almost
where
looks
Ursa
like a
fell,
really
and I'll do what I
Viking
can to help.
version of
Come on, follow
Ewan
me.
McGregor.
What?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What about Kevin Bacon?
I wouldn't say he looks like Kevin Bacon.
Neither would Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's like, yeah, he doesn't look like me.
Kevin
Lemon
Bacon
top
looks
hot.
like Kevin Bacon.
Why would Ursa
Yeah.
come all the way out
Have you,
here?
have you noticed Kevin Bacon does not,
It
in
doesn't make
fact,
sense.
look like bacon?
I am I'm following the Viking
Is
man.
this Shadow Karja territory?
Is
No.
it Shadow
They broke the
Karga
ceasefire as soon
territory?
as they set foot in the cliff.
Darga.
Hinka
Whoa, Mad Hops.
Hinka dinka durga
Need to
durga.
be in the NBA.
Shirka durga. Durga durga. Mohammed
Yeah.
Jihad.
Mohammed Jihad.
Durga durga.
Fuck, I know what? Shaka duck.
Hello.
Hey!
Hey.
Welcome to the stream.
Where the
I have arrived. The
happening.
chaotic neutral is here.
The chaotic neutral.
Yeah, that's what you are, I guess. That makes sense. I don't know what I am.
You're let me think. You're a true neutral. Maybe
Would you think so?
I'll find a use for you.
No, okay, so I'm chaotic neutral. Nate, you're definitely like lawful good. For sure.
Lawful good? Why would I be lawful good?
Because you're the
Like,
paladin.
is there an actual list we could look at to see why we would be considered lawful good?
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
it's
so-
it's D&D terms.
Yeah. So basically
Lawful
you
good,
can be either
neutral good, chaotic good,
yeah.
and then there's
Yeah,
like
but what's it based
lawful
on? Like,
neutral,
I understand
true
we
neutral,
Yeah, here,
chaotic
let me
neutral.
explain it. So it's kind of like, all right, so you have good, neutral, and evil. Those are pretty self-explanatory. That kind of just goes your motivation. Are you good?
And then you
Are
also
bad?
have lawful,
Or-
neutral, and chaotic.
Yeah, then you had the lawful, neutral, chaotic, and that's just kind of how do you go about that. So if you're like lawful good, that means you want to do good, you want to be a good person, and you do it kind of like, you follow the rules and
Oh, I see.
yeah, you
So
respect
there,
your
it's
elders.
similar
and
to
stuff
how
like that.
people. It's similar to how people used to do the hero, the anti-hero, where it's like the anti-hero isn't the bad guy, but nor does he like to be
Yeah,
good
yeah. You
either.
can think of like Superman, lawful good, Batman,
Right.
chaotic good. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Where it's
right,
like
that makes
he's
sense.
doing
Yeah, okay.
good, but
I was
he's kind of
confused
breaking
by how
the
that
law.
meant. I'm like,
Yeah, and then you got chaotic neutral, which just does whatever the fuck it wants. That's why I kind of go with that one.
it makes sense. I agree.
Yeah.
So, what makes you think I'm lawful good, though?
I think because you're very principled, and you want to like when we're playing the game, you actually want to play it, and so that's why I kind of go
I
lawful
wouldn't
good.
say that exactly, because me and
maybe
you
at
always like to
least-
do things a little far-fetched, I would think.
Okay, maybe
because-
But
maybe
dude,
at least
look,
neutral good. Like you're at least neutral good. Like at
Okay.
least.
That's very judgmental. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to fit us all
I
into a
feel
frame.
attacked, as Styles would say. But as you were going to say, Mick.
what?
Yeah, I heard you say it, but, so I figured you were
I
gonna
don't
say
remember
something.
saying anything.
Mick, I would say he might be chaotic good, maybe. Maybe chaotic good.
I really like blowing
Oh.
things up.
Yeah. You like blowing up things for good. I just like
Things
blowing
for
up
keep.
things. Like period. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I just want to blow shit up.
So, me and Mick played a little bit of Fortnite before you got on here, and for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time we found a cart. And
Oh, nice.
we
did.
didn't, for some
We
reason,
did
like,
fairly
soon as I dropped,
well.
yeah, we did fairly well, but this is the thing that kind of bothered me, and I
Not
was
gonna
going
be a
to say it
problem
to you at the
overriding
time,
that
Mick,
man's
but
heart.
I was like, soon as I dropped out, Mick had no faith I was coming back, and immediately just left.
Wow.
I'm like, wait! Because for some reason, when it was booting us out of the game because we died, it some reason said I'm no longer connected to the internet, but I was still in the party.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
Sorry to spoil your
Oh
fun.
crap, it booted me, and I was like, don't worry, I'll be right back in. And then he just leaves, like gone, and I went, and then he's like, no, it's okay, we're gonna go and do this. Granted,
Yeah.
that at least gave us the funniest moment of Sword of War? What is it called? Shadow of War. Shadow of
Sword of War.
War. Sword of War. That's what it should have been. That's what
All
it should have
sorts
been
of horror of war.
named. Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many things here. My god.
So,
He's-
I don't know what you guys are playing.
He's playing. I'm just watching. That's kind of what it's been mostly for
Help!
an hour and a half now.
Sorry.
That's really lame, bro.
No, not like a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what we kind of did because it was like, it's not like,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Mine I think only goes to Twitch. His doesn't. His he can at least connect to YouTube. I can't. It will not allow me to connect on YouTube for some reason when I'm.
I'm just
trying
gonna
to
go in
stream.
the
I
water
have-
and hope that these robots fall to the trope of the 80s.
Well, I'm
They
on
don't.
Fortnite, so I kind of want to try that shopping cart.
I'll meet you over there.
They can't
If,
swim.
your boys are ready to drop.
Because I think it would be funny. Because like every time I tried to find a cart normally, I couldn't find a cart, and I was like, what the. Like, what?
You know what's funny? It's like
whatever.
I really like to think of myself because you know, like the chaotic good and like that alignment thing. I guess
hmm
it's supposed to be for like role playing type stuff, like you know, Dungeons, Dragons. You could even use it in like more like RPG type games. But I always start a
Dungeons
game.
Dragons
wanting-
is practically an RPG only on a board.
Yeah.
basically.
So like I'm always like, anytime I start a game like that, like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, whatever, I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna be chaotic neutral. That's what I want to be. But I always end up being lawful good. Like no matter what I do, I'm always
Well,
like the goody
You have to
two-shoes.
admit, sometimes they make the game like be an asshole to you if you don't. If you've noticed, like if you. Fuck
I don't know why they included a morality thing in like the Spider-Man game.
Wait, in what
what?
game?
Well, there's in like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is not. It's not good, but it's not exactly terrible. I would
Okay.
say.
Oh yeah.
It's a couple. They included this bullshit thing where it's like, oh, if you don't save somebody from a car accident or whatever, it goes to like negative towards your karma meter, and basically all that is shitty things happen to you if it's low.
Yeah, so it's like it gives you
Yeah.
no reason to go. Like in Red Dead Redemption, there was a karma meter in there as well, where it was like if you did good, they was like, oh, they weren't afraid of you. They was like, this is a good guy and stuff like that, which usually is something that I do care about. Like, yeah, but then it's like I wanted to be bad. I wanted to be considered like a bandit badass kind of deal. And then all of a sudden, every town you go into, you're just immediately like 4 stars against you. And I'm like, this immediately stopped you
Yeah,
from ever being
wow.
ever able to enter a store, enter a place. I went, what's the point of giving you this morality thing if you can't fight against it? You know, like, oh, you want to fight against the cops, but then the cops just always out.
Well, I think that's what it
no
is.
matter
Like most
what.
of the time, to be like a dick in games like that is kind of disadvantageous, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right. It's
Like-
like they go, you can be bad if you want to, but no.
Infamous did an
Yeah.
okay job at that, where like if you're evil, you get things that help you be evil.
Yeah, like I feel like games don't do that. Like they give you a choice to be bad, but it's kind of stupid to be bad. Like you know, there's no real like reward to be bad. So it's like, well, I might as well be good, I guess.
Right. I mean,
Well, cause they're like, oh, we want to like seem like we're encouraging these act. And it's like, but
Like good behavior, but you're like, you know, what the fuck?
Right. Don't give the choice if it's just an illusion of choice.
Yeah.
That's all it ever is an illusion of choice. Kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I can go any further with that because that's just how it feels. Is don't give me the choice because you know in Fallout, you do bad things, then you start feeling really bad for doing these bad things. And
I
I'm like,
know. Like I
shouldn't
would
feel
say,
bad if
I
that's my
said
choice.
like, yeah, I feel like I want to be chaotic neutral, but I end up being at least neutral good. Like that's just where I
Right.
always end up. Like, you know,
Mhm.
maybe chaotic good. You know what I mean? Like I just can't help that. Like I can't be selfish.
maybe
You know, I still want to do good, but
maybe
I also don't care about the rules. I don't know.
pure chaos.
That's like just like a different realm.
Yeah, that's a completely different realm to such a point and degree that you don't care. Like you have
Yeah.
no feeling,
Oh.
no regard towards
Oh,
anything.
bony meat.
Like,
For
you
some
could
reason,
go
I read
and
it as
shoot a
bong
child in a
meat.
game, even though it's so bad and looks horrible and terribly real, they would just be like, whatever.
Yeah, like you
No.
know
Like,
in Fallout 3 where you can blow up that town.
Yeah.
You know, okay, like pure chaos would do that, turn around, and then just kill everybody. Like it just doesn't care, and it's not even evil. It's not even malicious. They're just bored. You know,
Yeah, just it's like pure evil will never be satiated. As true as that is.
it's not even pure evil. It's just pure chaos. It just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Everything they touch just disintegrates.
Hmm. They they just want to watch it all suffer.
What is that over there?
Did you see the new skin in here stuff?
Oh, the bandit. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. Or the burglar. Whatever.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
that's
about?
hilarious.
I kind of want your guys' opinion. Like in Fallout 3, when you can nuke that town, can you find like a justifiable reason to do that?
They suck.
Like, do you think?
The people in the
Th-
town
that-
suck.
The only time I could find justifiable is the fact that they don't know what the danger is to themselves. Because I remember when I played with my ex-girlfriend a long time ago when she had it,
Mhm.
that she never
How far?
would do that.
This
But
must
when
be
I
one
was
of the
there,
signs
I
that
noticed
used to check in.
every time we'd pass there was people dying of radiation poisoning. Constant. And I went, these people are fine for some reason. They go, whatever, it's no big deal. But then they're constantly asking you to get them rad pills, try to help them. I'm like, these people are not smart enough to leave this bomb. They're going, oh, it's not going to go off. There's no way for it to go off. It's no big deal. But yet it's leaking radiation and
Mhm.
killing these people in here slowly. But they're just all being fine with it. I think to some justifiable thing is they're killing themselves slowly, might as well end it quickly. That was the only way I could find that justifiable. Because
Also,
it's just, I don't know.
They're assholes.
They're assholes.
To themselves, but yet it's an asshole to me because they're always asking for help. When it's simple to
It's an
just
asshole to
move.
me.
Like they built around it just because they were like, since it didn't blow up, it means it's good luck. And I'm like, no.
I would say, I mean, that's kind of interesting, but I also can't see the morality in that. I still find it a little bit like,
Yeah,
a little
it's
fucked.
hard. It's still hard to do, but that's where you said is their justifiable point. That was my idea of.
Yeah, no, I get it. I see
They're
what you're
killing
saying.
themselves and they just don't care.
Right, the tower.
Why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Norland.
So what was in this picture?
Who is she?
You sent something to the group. Is it the costume you're in?
Oh, it was.
Spying
I
through my
put on that
focus again.
Zoe outfit, but on my screen it kept her face, hair, and hat
go
like
on.
pasty
Yeah, it's like
know
white.
all the same color. Yeah.
So I just joked around and said, "I'm covered in shit."
Oh.
Because that's what I said to Nick. During
Oh,
the
hi,
time we
Zavala.
were playing it, I said, I was gonna like trigger you really bad, Nick, and then I put this on and said I was gonna play with this. And he was like, "No, I hate you. Like, do not."
Yeah.
I didn't.
I would for sure play as the burglar thing if I just like gave up on life.
Like, if it just gave you money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have found a strange thing in this video game where there is an invisible wall for no apparent reason.
Oh, you mean right there?
It's
Yes.
the boundary.
Yeah, that it's literally a fence into the town, or whatever this place is, and he just can't jump in. He has to enter the gate.
They want you to play better. Good.
What?
The game's forcing you to be lawful good. It's like go through the gate. That's it.
Is that a guy or a
Wait.
girl? Because I think it's a guy, but it kind of looks like titties.
Where are you?
Maybe he's just kind of overweight.
Maybe he's a transgender, and you just offended so many people.
I'm good at
Oh.
remembering faces.
Oh yeah.
This is a shadow carja for
Demonetized.
the guys who are bad. Why can't I just talk to them? These are literally the enemies that I'm going after right now. What?
So isn't Horizon Zero Dawn? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Horizon Dawn Zero or something?
Horizon Zero
Dawn season. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
Dawn.
isn't
Dawn
that kinda
season.
that came out
2
like
years?
when the PlayStation came out or something.
No.
No. I think
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like the
2 or 3
first.
years old.
It was like the first game that came out on it, right?
No, not even
Yeah,
close.
I mean,
maybe.
wasn't Horizon Zero Dawn like a PC port or something?
No. It's a. You are like completely wrong
You're-
in
you're
every way.
No,
Honestly,
'cause-
just trying to trigger
because,
stuff, like just triggering Nick, aren't you?
Yeah,
Trying
a
to
little bit.
trigger. Oh my god.
I don't understand
No.
why fire is coming out of this bird's ass.
It ate Taco Bell.
Ow.
Alright,
There's so many. Why? Oh, those missiles missed me.
So,
That's cool.
I
Jumping
was gonna
is
say something,
overpowered.
but it's kind of gross, so I just decided not to. That had to do with Taco Bell and pooping. That's all you need to know. I'm
That's
going
all
to
you-
Tilted Towers.
I like your little semi-conversation, and then right as you say, like, it was just up tacos and shit, and then you jump out.
Conversation over.
Alright.
I'm going
If
to
you find a
Tilted
safe
Towers.
place at one point, Nick, come join us.
Yeah,
We have candy.
we have cancer.
We have candy. Whatever.
That might be true.
Yeah,
Come join
that's
us.
all you've been doing all night, Nick, is
Oh,
been
fuck.
correcting me.
Oh,
like,
man, my life sucks. I hate
Spine through my
Oh my
nose
god,
again.
she's
Well,
saying
I
the
don't
exact
know.
same thing from before.
Alright,
Go
well,
on.
I found a
What do you
cart.
know about her?
I found a cart.
Stay on your present
I'm coming to
I
save you
know
with the
you-
cart.
oh, are you down there? Alright, I'm coming to see you. I have a gun, so.
but be wary. Beggars end as
Dude, I do
before
not know how to
becomes troops.
control a cart in this tiny area.
I've left some useful equipment just
That's
outside.
Why
the
would
cart.
there be a parking here?
You focus
Oh,
on
okay.
certain location.
It's
Get
it's a
it.
little mall.
Let's go.
Onward.
How does
It
he
is
work?
really hard to control.
He said Elizabeth Sobek.
I kind of get the logic of it, but at the same time, I really don't. It has to do with camera angle and your joystick. That's like really weird. Can you break that?
Can you break what? Your joystick?
It won't let me while I'm on the.
Yeah, you can.